Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to start session number 8. Its name is Internet Security. This session comes under Unit 4, Web Application and Security. In this session, we will discuss about the security, computer security, especially that is related to the Internet. Here in this, we will discuss some topics like security while we are working in online transaction, network transaction. Network transaction means sharing of files, etc. or saving our computer, like install antivirus software. Look this definition. Internet security is a branch of computer security especially related to the internet, often involving browser security but also network security. Its objective is to establish rules and measures to use against attacks over the internet. Means various attacks performed over the internet, like any unauthorized person can send an link to us, and whenever we click on that particular link, maybe that link contain any virus or any other kind of application software that is automatically installed in our computer without the user intervention. Means without the our intervention, मतलब हमें पता भी नहीं होता और उस टाइम पर कोई सॉफ्टवेयर इंस्टॉल हो जाता है हमारे सिस्टम में, है जब कोई अनऑथराइज पर्सन हमें मेल या लिंक सेंड करता है तो सो दिस टाइप ऑफ अटैक users or unauthorized person can perform. The internet represents an insecure channel for exchanging information, leading to high risk of intrusion or fraud, such as phishing. In this session, we will discuss about the concept of internet security and how we secure online transaction as well as network transaction. Here, online threats such like phishing, email spoofing, chat spoofing, etc. can increase the chance of users getting compromised. You can reduce the risk by best practice of using antivirus software, anti-spyware software, firewalls, strong password, or you know very well how to create a strong password. A strong password is a combination of alphanumeric and special character that is not easy to crack or guessed by other users. You don't keep your password such like your favorite color, your friend's name, relative name, bike number, mobile number, or any single or combined these options, because these options are easily guessed by the person or user. Or listen, you can change your password frequently, at least within a 2 weeks or 3 weeks, so that your account information remain secure. Otherwise, anyone can guess password. If you use your password more than 4 weeks, means more than 1 month, more than 2 months, like this. So using a strong password can lower the risk of the security. Look this picture, how we see the effectiveness of the password. If we make password like simple number in a sequential manner, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, that then some of the websites shows that the length of the password is this, and this is very weak password. It is very easily traceable. Then second one, here we use mobile number like this. So here this password is fair, but here in this we use only digits. Look this again in a number in reverse manner, that is again a weak password. But here in the last one, here we used number as well as character. So that's why it is password is a strong password. Or we can generate our strong password by using alphanumeric character with special symbols. Special characters like hyphen, at the rate, has means pound sign, underscore, etc. Some are the guidelines for managing strong passwords, like keeping the length of the password at least 12 to 14 characters if permitted. Means some of the websites permitted now this time at least 8 character or maximum 14 character. So you have to write password in between from 8 to 14 characters. Similarly, next one point, avoid keeping password based on repetition. Repetition, you don't write number like 123 123 123. You don't write your name like your name again your name again your name like this. You don't write dictionary words, letter or number in sequence like A B C D E F or numbers like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This type of password you don't write, because these type of password are easy to guess, and username, relative or pet name, etc. Next point is including numbers and symbol in passwords if allowed. Next, use capitals and lowercase letters. Next, avoid using the same password for multiple sites. Means you don't use same password for multiple sites. This will create problem. If anybody guess your password, then they can guess this password or use in any of the website which you are using for different purposes. Then avoid using something that the public and workmate know you strongly like or dislike. Next, use random password generator if possible. Means this is the website or this is the technique. Through this you can generate your password randomly. For this we have a website to generate random password, or that is a strong password. Website name is www.strongpasswordgenerator.com. Through this website you can generate a random strong password. How you can generate? First of all, you have to open any web browser. After that, type www.passwordgenerator.com in the address bar and press enter key. After pressing the enter key, it will generate a strong password, and this password will display under a new password section. From there you have to copy this password and use password in your website or in your account. Now, how will you secure your data? First point is backup your data. You always keep copies, multiple copies of personal data in any additional media such like a CD, DVD, pen drive, etc. This could be helpful in situation when there is a loss of data. Means suppose that your system is corrupted and you want to recover your data, then you can recover your data from the backup from either CD, DVD or pen drive. Or note this point, this is the most important point. Keep the data away from the unauthorized user. If you keep your data with unauthorized person, then your data will lose. So please keep your data away from the unauthorized user. Then next point is use encryption software. Encryption software means code language, or this time it is available within the operating system. It is used to protect our data from unauthorized user. If encryption software is not available within the operating system, then you have to use third party. Keeping your username password private means other cannot access your username and password. One method. Second thing is you don't save your username password in your computer or any of the website. Look this. Never save your username or password on computers that are used in shared environment. Shared environment means suppose you want to fill a form, and for that purpose you don't have a computer. You go to either in internet cafe, means cyber cafe, or you go to your friends. You share your friend's computer. So that time you enter your email ID and your password maybe, or your login information, your credit card information, debit card information, such type of information you don't share. You don't keep this type of information in the shared environment. So this point says that you have to keep your username and password private. Now look this, browser may save your personal data on local computer that can be used by another user using the same computer. If you are using computer in internet cafe, or that means this computer work as a in shared environment. This computer work in the shared environment manner, means same computer can used by other person also, or they can access your username password if you saved your password in that particular computer. So this is very wrong. So always you have to remember this point. Keep your username and password private. Don't share with other person. Then next point is registering with websites. Here you have to read the privacy statement or policies whenever you register with a website. The statement or policy will include information about how the website use personal data. Means if the website is legitimate or website is trustable website, then only you have to fill your details in a particular website, register with that website. Otherwise you don't register with the website. Next, do not share personal information. Look this point. Websites require you to fill out forms containing fields such as name, gender, age, email address, schools, etc. Be cautious when filling out such forms. Research and verify if it is a trustable website. If it is trustable, then only you have to provide your personal detail. You have to share your personal detail with a particular website. Otherwise, you don't share your information with that website. Clear? Why I'm saying that you are not share your personal information? If you share your every personal information with a particular website, then that website can send any kind of link to you. Means maybe that link contain virus or something else. So please you think twice or thrice time before providing information to any website, or decide if it is really necessary. If it is necessary, then only you have to provide information, otherwise you don't provide. Then next is secure transaction. If you are using online shopping or transaction, websites even store your credit card, online banking, personal information such as credit card number, account detail, etc. This information can be tracked or used by unauthorized users, often known as hackers. So hackers are the person, they can access your account easily without getting your knowledge, or they can misuse your information. So please ensure that the website is legitimate and use secure practice for performing and maintaining online transaction. Next is use antivirus and anti-spyware software. Antivirus and anti-spyware software both are almost same. Computers are prone to attack from softwares known as malware that could harm your computer. Malware track browsing behavior or transmit personal data from your computer. Just like one program we have that is called Keylogger. If this type of program is installed in your computer, they can track and transmit every key that you pressed through the keyboard to the unauthorized user. Means one program, its name is Keylogger. They can access each key which you pressed in your computer and transmit this information to the unauthorized user, and unauthorized user easily guess what you have typed in your computer. Means what is your username and what is your password. Is it clear? Next is clear browser cookies frequently. Means time to time you have to clear browser details. Cookies are the program that created on your local computer when you visit website. Through cookies are meant for store data based on your activity performed during your earlier visits such as logon detail, details of shopping carts, visited pages in a website. They could also be tracked by unauthorized user and possibly gain access to your personal information. Means here it will store your activity which you have performed earlier, like your logon detail. Means once you sign in, your logon detail like your email id, your password, your login id, your password, like details of shopping cart, visited page or website, etc. It can easily tracked by unauthorized user. Next is install firewalls. Firewalls could be software or hardware and can assist in keeping a computer and a network secure. Means for securing our computer or a network, we use firewall also. Firewall may be a software or maybe a hardware. It can be software or it can be hardware. Firewall analyzes the network traffic and determine if the traffic should be allowed or not. Means if a trustable website, if this is a, then it is allowed to the network. Otherwise, untrustable websites are not allowed. Or first of all, firewall will check it is authorized or not. If it is not authorized, then it is not allowed. So firewall analyzes the network traffic, determine if the traffic should be allowed or not. In most cases, operating systems such as Linux, Windows, Mac include firewall software as a part of operating system. If it is not there, then you have to use third-party firewall software for additional your security. Security means network security as well as computer security. Then never install software from unknown sources. Means you don't use pirated software or don't download your software from the unknown sources, unknown website, as they might not be trustworthy. Download only from well-known or reputed website. Verify the source if it is legitimate by searching the internet or referring to the comments from other user before downloading them. Means first you see the reviews or comments. If reviews are proper, then only you have to download, otherwise you don't download. Or then one more thing, understand the nature and the purpose of the software. Then only according to that you have to download and install them, otherwise you don't download. Next, remove unwanted and unknown software application. This might have got installed without your knowledge. When you visit some websites, unwanted software could get installed as they might have been bundled along the necessary software. Some programs such as toolbars get installed usually through bundles of software. Means you don't want to install toolbars, but it automatically installed in your system without your knowledge. So this type of things you have to uninstall time to time. Next is clearing data stored in browser. Web browser have built-in password management designed to store password used in forms of website. Means by default any kind of web browser can store or save your password time to time. And if you want to clear this type of data which are stored by the web browser, you can do. For this purpose, you have to follow these steps to clear personal data from a browser such as Mozilla Firefox. Launch the browser. Here we are taking example of Mozilla Firefox. Go to the tools menu and then click option. Now security tab will appear. In the security tab you will get this type of dialog box. In the option you will get security tab. Click on this security tab. Once you click on this, notice that under password section, remember password for site is checked. Means by default it is enabled. Then only your password will save every time. Clear? This means that browser is configured to save password for website automatically. So please, you have to uncheck this. Next, remember password for site option if you are prefer not to store password. Now, Mozilla Firefox can also store data such as cookies, visited website, web pages data, browsing history, etc. To clear this stored data, for this you have to go to the General tab and select Options. Then following window will display on your screen. And then you have to go click Privacy tab, and then this window will appear. And then under the history section, you have to select this drop down menu and select option remember history, never remember history, or use custom setting for history, like this. So select use custom history from the drop down list and follow this history. Next one method. Now notice the preference. Firefox is configured to remember browsing and downloading history, such as search and from history and cookies. If you don't wish store the above mentioned data, select never remember history from the drop down list. Means if you don't want to remember history every time, to select never remember history, this option. If you are in public environment such as cyber cafe, you may select the option clear all current history. On selecting this option, the following window will display. Now click clear now and then select OK option. From now on, Mozilla Firefox will not remember any history on your configured because you have configured it that way. There are several online threats such as phishing, email spoofing, chat spoofing, etc. The next point is you can reduce risk by using practice of antivirus and spyware software. If you are using this type of software, firewalls, strong password, then only your risk will reduce. Otherwise, your risk will more. So that's all of regarding this session. In this session, described about the online transaction, networking transaction, and then security issues, why we use remember password, why we not save any details in a browser or history, how to delete history, cookies, etc. So please go through this video, and if you have any doubt in any topic, please ask to me. Thank you, class. That's all for today.